Can you please state your name for this interview?
Hi, my name is Tony Acuna.
And what is your profession, Tony?
I am the owner of Piercing Poli's, aka Shop 915, inside Sunland Park Mall.
What exactly do you guys do?
So we offer piercing services, tattoo services, and then we also have a retail space where we retail various items.
Okay, sounds good. Where exactly are you guys from? You guys local?
Yeah, so we're local. I'm born and raised in El Paso, Texas. I left for a brief time, did the whole military thing, went to school, came back, and love El Paso, really kind of like a lifetime El Paso.
Okay. And how has COVID-19 affected your business?
Well, initially it dramatically affected us because, of course, right on the onset when the state issued the mandate to close malls and stuff, of course we're located inside a mall, so having access to your actual point of business being cut off initially was a very dramatic thing to deal with. However, gratefully we were able to mobilize quickly, kind of set up our business in our garage and went to like an online kind of mail order situation, and we're luckily able to survive through the whole lockdown time and survive the period of being locked out of our physical location.
Okay. And how were your employees and your office hours affected?
Well, since the mall was closed, our hours are completely eliminated. So not only was retail taken away from us, but then they also took tattoos and piercings away. State issue mandate took both those away. So we're unable to conduct any sort of business out of our location, which dramatically affected our employees to the point where we had to let our employees, temporarily go. And we're barely at this point, almost 3 months later, barely bringing back some of the employees, not all of them, So it dramatically affected everybody. Gratefully, the owners, my wife and myself, were able to survive through it. But, unfortunately, we did have to let go some of the employees.
Okay. And then what would you predict that it will be happening with your business towards 2023 to 2024, in the next couple of years?
Well, of course, I would hope with any other business as well that moving forward we have to keep, hygiene in mind. Of course, the hygiene is going to be the top priority, keeping the space sanitary and making the clients feel comfortable and feel like that it's okay for them to come out into the space and that they're going to be in a clean, friendly environment, that there isn't going to be any risk of infection or anything like that. So I think really what people need to keep in mind is just, keeping the space sanitary, clean, maintaining social distance, wearing masks, still conducting business, but doing it in a safe, practical manner.
And then I also noticed that most of your menu isn't on the menu anymore, right? You're doing only, can you explain that exactly?
Well, not most of the menu, but I'd say about maybe like 1/3 of the menu is missing, and that's just because we're no longer offering any under the mask services. And again, like I said earlier, that's just to help maintain the integrity of cleanliness and the idea of social distance. We remove the mask, that's face-to-face breathing. We don't think that's very appropriate, and it's kind of an industry-wide thing. We've noticed that most piercers are on the same page. We're not offering nostril, tongue, oral, any sort of piercings like that.
Okay, sounds good. And then what would you predict for the future local businesses around the area will happen to them for the 2 to 3 years after the pandemic is over? Just because you're a local business, so what would your advice be, or what do you think, what can you foreshadow?
Well, I truly believe that at this point, just like how there's been other great moments in history, I guess you'd say, you have to adapt your model or change your model or kind of change the way you do things in order to keep up with the way times are changing around us. And I feel that businesses maybe that fail to employ, social distancing, tactics or certain things may be, unfortunately forced to close, or they don't update their model to a more modern situation. As we see, already we were kind of in the midst of the retail apocalypse. COVID just really sped that up, so if we were already struggling in a brick and mortar environment, man, COVID really just came through and added just a bunch more weight to your whole overall plan,
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Tony.